welcome back to Fission UHC Season 2. This is the spectator perspective. And did I say Season 2 instead of Episode 2?
You said Season 2, but it is Season 2 as well, so you are not wrong.
But that's not specific enough. Just at Meetup,
I guess not.
Welcome back to Season 2.
This is Season 2, Episode 2 of Fission. Welcome to the spectator perspective. Right now I'm spectating Major Wolf, who, although taking first damage, seems to be doing alright in the caving portion. He's got a ton of iron on him, but not much else.
He played a game recently where I think he and Leon took so much PvE damage, but they got like
Oh,
200
really?
gold. With
Yeah, that
not
can
being
make up for it.
exaggeration.
Yeah. No, I believe you. The thing with ore limiter is that it decreases the amount of ores that spawn, but it doesn't decrease the size of caves at all. So it's very easy to make up for that with the size of a cave.
Yep. Yonny's got some more diamonds, so he might be the first with diamond armor.
eZpanZ crafting a bow. I think he might have got that string from the chest. He's still at that zombie spawner. He's probably just farming it for levels at this point.
No, wait, feathers. Oh, they didn't turn it on.
Oh, feathers. Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, it looks like they're toggling it. It's on. I believe it's on. I saw somebody get a feather earlier, and eZpanZ's definitely getting feathers from this zombie spawner right now.
Well, that could be good for them, because that means arrows for days.
Yeah. It does seem like the preference for melee or bow is about 50-50 split between people in this round, though.
You have the teams who are predominantly Harvard, who would probably be good at either, but mostly prefer melee, and then you have teams like Power and Peridot who prefer bow to melee.
Yeah, so those teams being cyan and red, respectively, I think, predominantly. And orange as well on the Harvard side a little bit, but you never know. We asked... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Nintendo and eZpanZ are the only ones who've taken semi-major damage. Otherwise, people are doing fine on health. True.
And depending on how many apples people got, while looking around, I haven't noticed too many people having apples. I think most people chose to cave early. Could decide how early they heal as well. Nintendo, I know, doesn't have any apples in his. So he's kind of low, and he'll probably need to go up and remedy that.
Crafting sheets
assuming he
got his
doesn't.
team more diamonds. They are the first to have enchants, I believe. So.
I believe that's true as well. Yep, he found 4, so he'd be able to make himself a small piece of armor, or just wait probably and see if they can make a better one later.
They can make a chest plate if he meets up with Yonny.
Okay.
If he gets in this cave, there's a chance at killing a witch for a health potion.
Well, that's good. Well, the ThePeridotKnight seems to have a diamond level mine shaft here, so that could be lucky for him. He's currently mining redstone in his mine shaft, so he does have 3 diamonds and, of course, 3 spruce saplings to go along with that. I would love to rearrange that inventory right now so badly. He has bones and a wooden pickaxe and granite and gravel and dirt. And an egg and gunpowder. I would love to throw all of that out.
He could
but
keep
I
the
can't.
bones, though, because they have melon seeds.
Oh, true. So the bones may be strategic, but I doubt the spruce saplings are. And he's just throwing them out along with the wooden pickaxe. He heard me. He knew what I was saying. He heard my perspective and decided, you know what, I better take care of this. Heck, finding 1 piece of gold, very helpful, I'm sure.
Poor Daffz. It looks like he had to get out of this cave and start roller coastering because there's a bunch of witches and creepers in this one.
Yeah, that is a good reason to do that. However, I find roller coastering dull both to do and watch.
First gold. I think that's the first gapple crafted by Ben.
I believe it is as well. I haven't noticed any others. He is on full health though, so while 2 of his teammates have each taken 4%, they'll probably just save that.
Guess he's getting it ready just in case. Over.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think saving for heads at this point in the game would be too legitimate a strategy, so. We'll see. Heads are on, and they heal 3 hearts each. Absorption is off. So we may see that come into effect later. Heads only healing 3 generally isn't too much of an incentive to PvP early. And episode 2 would be pretty early to do it as well. Although it is enabled now, so we may see a cave fight.
Oh, there's Lifeleaf with more diamonds. So his team can get enchanted too.
Yep, Winther getting his first vein of gold as well.
Yep, and Lifeleaf also has the materials he needs, so he can definitely... Yep, looks like he's getting ready to get obsidian.
Oh, good.
I think. Maybe? This iron's catching his eye a little more because he still barely has any armor on.
Winther also found a zombie spawner, but it looks like he has neglected to take the bread and the name tag, which are incredibly valuable items, of course. He did leave the spawner up, though, because it does look like he's going to need to grind for feathers, because he only has 4. And I'm kind of guessing that he got those alone from zombies, just picking up 2 more from that one. But he did just find another vein of gold, which I assume he'll mine after coming back and killing the creeper.
Yeah,
oh, he did blow one up.
It'll be very helpful for the team, so that way they don't have to rely on chickens spawning. Yonny's taking his first damage. Oh, when did crafting sheep leave?
I don't know. I've seen people logging out and joining back, but I haven't been paying much attention to it.
Simple Phoenix are getting in the 20s with gold.
Yeah.
Oh, Sam forgot to pick up some of this gold.
Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, that means we're in the same place, but I can't see you.
Oh, that's awkward.
That's alright. That's okay. Kinda wish I could, but... that's not something major.
Oh, it looks like he's gonna abandon this. I think it's just 1 piece of gold, though, so not too big a deal.
Yeah. He'll find more later to make up for it, I'm sure. Venusial taking a little more damage. Still no one terribly low except eZpanZ and Nintendo.
Rideable cars?
I assume he's asking if minecarts work. Or boats, perhaps. It looks like eZpanZ, who is one of the people that's a little bit low, is in a swamp at the moment on the surface. So I assume he's there for apples, although he might be looking for any leftover spiders as well.
Here's Benny getting some gold.
Benin Slay D is subbing for us this season. I believe he is a sub for Sir Jensen, who I don't know if he said he wasn't going to play, but ended up not showing up in time.
I think they said someone was eating dinner and then they just didn't want to wait because...
Oh, okay.
Dinner could be anywhere from 30 minutes to a couple of hours, and people don't have that time.
That's true. Oh, we got Lifeleaf making a diamond chestplate.
Before enchants?
Yep, looks like. He also has 2 more diamonds. I believe someone else on his team probably has, or will get for sure diamonds, though. Oh, he's with Daffz and Venusial. I don't think either of them have mined diamonds.
Venusial's enchanted, though.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Okay.
Then he must have.
Yeah. First non-Iron Man team.
Yeah, it looks like someone from every team except Purple has taken damage, so Purple is the Iron team. Still a couple of people in contention, though. I believe 8, if I'm counting correctly. No, 9. 9 people still in contention for Iron Man. Just a couple minutes into episode 2. I don't remember who was Iron Man last season, and I have no way to find that out. So we've asked the players to compose bios, or short biographies, telling them a little bit about them and maybe their strategy for the season and their preferences. Are there any teams that you want to check out the bios for real quick?
Sure.
Okay, which one?
We
do have at least... Okay, I have them printed out in front of me and color-coded by team. We actually have... we do have at least 1 per team. Only 2 teams do we have all 3 bios for, and I may have a couple more than you do as well, as they were sent a little late. Oh, yep, he has just passed the 1 stack mark, so he's the first one to do that this season. Let's go ahead and start with his team then. He is on pink team.
With Venusial
and Daffz. Daffz sent me his, but I don't believe that I have it in front of me.
He sent me his as well. He's mainly a melee player, even though he views himself as a choker.
Oh yeah, I do remember reading that. Sorry.
He doesn't like his caving either his luck or just how he's caved, and so far he seems to have done pretty well. Not too much damage, and pretty decent in terms of gold output. And
that's good.
As per the goal of Fission, he got a different group of people and communities in this.
Yeah, that's true. There is quite a wide range of friend groups represented in Fission. That's one thing that I think Lifeleaf, who was on the same team, mentioned in his bio, is that he likes the roster of the round, and his strategy this season is hopefully not to BTC, but to go PvP at least 1 or 2 episodes early. Let's see if he's able to convince his team to do that. Daffz, who was on his team, was the first blood last season, as mentioned earlier. And Venusial also did very well on blue team last season. They didn't win, but even though they were short one man fairly early, they were still able to remain in contention for much of the season.
The team that lost Phoenix?
No, that would have been yellow team, I believe, but maybe it was purple.
Wait,
no, that was a different team. I don't remember. I just remember they were a team of 3 very early. And even when they were down to 2, him and Ion J, they were still pretty powerful as a duo, even against teams of 3 and 4. People getting a couple more ores. It looks like that's going to be the pattern for this episode and probably the next one. I haven't noticed 2 players being close to each other yet.
Howard just got some sugar from a witch, so... Oh
so,
no,
and that's...
he turned away from this cave right as he was about to find gold.
Oh no.
He literally killed the witch, walked forward, and then didn't think the cave was worth it, I guess.
Yeah, he probably chose to explore this lower level.
There's a zombie dungeon here too.
Oh no. Yeah, it looks like he chose to go instead for the lower part of the cave, which has lots of redstone and lapis that I'm noticing him not mining. I guess always mine the redstone is not his strategy. I say right as he starts mining it, of course.
Well, hopefully he goes back and checks that part out, because that's a bow for his team from the zombie dungeon. And tons of arrows, a little...
Yeah, virtually unlimited arrows.
I don't know if people are going to actually grind just because it's a daunting process. And
yeah, it is. It's very time-consuming and not very entertaining to do or to watch, but I did notice... players doing it a little bit earlier, just to get enough for their team, I suppose, not, excessively.
I'm interested to see if anyone's going to try making a spawner trap, or
that would be interesting,
a grinder, rather.
Right. Now, that would take a while, but it could potentially be worth it.
It takes a while because they need to get a bunch of water buckets, and they have to be pretty good at not taking damage. Since there's mishaps associated with that. Yeah,
especially those relating to fall damage. Yeah, that can be dangerous.
Close to a stack of gold.
Yep.
I haven't
Daffz
seen
and
any
Tony finding a little bit. Yep.
mine shafts with the cave spider thing.
That's true. I haven't seen that either. Yeah, purple team is still not taking damage.
Sam's rocking a golden helmet.
Nice. Purple team is also 3 members that are pretty good at PvP. Definitely hot contention for the winning team there. But again, it's far too early to tell. Have any predictions on who's going to win?
Winning-wise, no. It could easily be purple, cyan, maybe orange. Maybe even pink.
Those are definitely the 3 strongest teams, I'd say. But yeah, pink for sure, definitely not to be forgotten. I think I'll go ahead and predict that purple will win, but I'm just throwing a guess out there.
And it could have that whole curse of defending champions, because a lot of times defending champions end up having very terrible luck in games.
Yeah, it is difficult to win a game. It's even more difficult to win 2 in a row, so... We will see. It's far too early to say for sure, of course. No one's even died yet.
Don't jinx it.
No one's even terribly low. Yeah, well, I'd like a couple people to die, but before Meetup.
Do you have some unleash, or do you have some anger that you need to unleash?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, Sam's just got one chance.
When Meetup ends up being, 20 plus people, it ends up being a lot of running and not very much fighting as people try and position themselves strategically, which is of course good. but ends usually in not very much fighting actually going on, or it's spread over a long period of time.
Mm-hmm. Sam enchanted his golden helmet. It's
very nice.
Protection too, but it's about to break.
Oh yeah, gold. It has 25 uses, which probably won't get him through the season, but we'll get him through for a while. Gold does have the
really good enchant. Ratio.
Really good enchants. That's a simple way to put it. Yeah, I was going to use some big words and then I couldn't think of any.
Gold has
the highest propensity for strong enchantments.
Gold has a penchant for getting very fortuitous enchants for its users.
There we go. Look at us. Very nice.
Glyph's found herself a lava lake. Maybe she'll get some diamonds, but I've never had good luck digging around lava lakes these days.
Yeah, that is a strategy that tends to... It can be very rewarding, but it tends to be a lot more work than it's worth sometimes, as it's very slow work.
I keep trying to TP to Benny, and I keep teleporting to Ben Noodle.
Yeah, there's a couple of people in this game who start with the word "the" as well. Tony, Peridot, Crafting Sheep. So it's difficult to get between those three.
Benny doesn't look like he's getting much in terms of diamonds, but he has a really good amount of gold. So does Tony now.
Yeah, Hecticity is on less than half, actually, making him the lowest in the game at the moment, and he's only found about 6 gold. I don't know. I think it happened quite a while ago, though, because... Oh, and he's about to take a little bit of a blast to a creeper. That leaves him on just over half of what he was. He's now on 27%.
Is he going to die to caving? He hasn't played games in a while, I remember that, because he's largely moved away from the game. Yeah.
And this time by choice, not by being banned on the UBL, right?
It was... He's had 4 cases, but 2 bans.
Yeah, so we'll make sure to keep an eye out for him to make sure he's playing legit, but so far he has pretty much nothing and is on low health, so I think he's okay.
We love you, Heck.
We had to mention it. We had to.
No, we didn't. We really didn't.
I think we did. I think we definitely did.
Major's got a 1 vein of diamonds. That's not good. And he's on yellow team. Yellow's curse.
Yeah, true, but yellow team did win last season, so let's see if they can break it again.
Will this be the round known for the yellow team always winning?
I would be okay with that. It would make it a lot easier to predict who's going to win if it was the same one every year. I mean, every season.
Every year.
Every year. You know, we do 1 season a year here. That's not true.
Well, I might take it. Never mind, Glyph did a pyramiding staircase and he got diamonds.
Very nice.
But it's only a 4 vein. I don't know about the rest of his team.
What team is that? That is green team. Yeah, I haven't noticed them in the spec info too much, and so Winther's been on the surface for much of the game, though. He has 15 apples at the moment, so I think he's spent the entire time in that swamp since I last EP'd to him. He also has 8 gold, so he's able to make a golden apple, but he's on 83, which is kind of that borderline where you don't quite want to heal yet because you might take a little more damage.
It's probably for Nintendo, though, who's on 57, and looks like...
True.
I think they're nethering. Nintendo's getting a ton of obsidian, and he can also make an enchant table. No, he needs reeds. They're probably getting reeds. So.
Winther has some, so I noticed that Winther's still on the surface running, so they may be meeting up, but they're not near each other at the moment. Oh, it looks like Heck and Lifeleaf found each other, at least briefly, but are choosing not to engage, which is probably smart for episode 2. I don't mind early PvP, but it's generally not a winning strategy.
Well, to be fair, Life could probably
a game like this
get an easy kill since Heck's on 27.
True, and Lifeleaf did say in his bio that he was against things like playing scummy, like ghost killing, and he'd probably include killing a player on low health in episode 2 in that same vein. Although I say if PvP's on, it should be totally fine. Stalking is not okay in my opinion, but I mean, if you don't want to PvP in episode 2, don't turn it on in episode 2 sometimes.
Sam got himself a decent looking cave with some more gold. Let's see if he leaves it again.
Alright, well that's the end of this episode, so make sure to join us next time, and thanks for watching.
See you guys.